radio, kids radio, kids radio show. Tune in to Kids Radio. It's never too late, we're always ready for a show. Tune in to Kids Radio. The songs that you hear will help your music sense to grow. Tune in to Kids Radio and start your hands to clapping or tap your little toe. Tune in to Kids Radio and listen, we're ready to go.
And a spooky good morning to you. You're listening to KIDS Kids Radio Show with Carolyn, and it's Halloween. Let's start things off with a song that has a story behind it. A girl and a guy were out late on a dark and rainy night, and they had a flat tire. They noticed that there was a light shining from an old castle, so they decided that they would seek help there. What they didn't know was that the castle was the Frankenstein place.
Blackest night, burning bright, there's a guiding star. No matter what or who you are, there's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a
I can see the rain just the same. There has got to be something better here for you and me. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a the sun and light come streaming into my life, into my life. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light.
Listen to the sound of the week. Roll that around in your brain for a while, and I'll tell you what it is later. But right now, let's hear this. I'm back with a very appropriate song from the Shawnee Press record, Holiday Songs for Little Folks. This is Tillie the Witch.
And my name is Tillie, and I am going to scare you silly. Halloween night, when the moon is bright, I'll fly on my broom and come into your room. You'll be fast asleep and you won't hear a peep. Close to your bed, I will stand near your head. I'll whisper in your ear and you'll hardly
was about a witch who sneaks into your room just to say boo. Now, why would a witch want to do a thing like that? Oh, no. Who are you?
Well, I'm not Marmaduke, honey. Just take a gander at what I'm wearing.
Let's see. You have a black outfit on with a tall, pointed black hat.
You're getting warm, dearie.
You've got a broom with you.
Now you're really getting warmer.
Let's see. Stringy hair with a big wart on your nose.
Now you're hot as an oven, dearie.
Are you a witch?
In the flesh, honey. You're very observant.
I guess I really shouldn't be too shocked. It is Halloween.
You bet your radio show it is. I'm so excited I couldn't even wait until this evening to start buzzing around on my broomstick here. Thought I'd give Boris a little test flight before this evening.
Who's Boris?
Boris is my broomstick. Say hello to Miss Carolyn here, Boris.
Oh, no, a talking broom.
He flies, too. He's a little rusty lately. That's why I'm taking a little test flight before tonight. Boris has been known to go into a nosedive, and I end up in a pond or some telephone wires or something. I've been thinking of trading Boris in on a newer model. Maybe a flying vacuum cleaner, rug shampooer, or something. Now, don't you worry, Boris. I'm just making a little Halloween joke. Boris is very sensitive, you know.
What plans do you have for tonight?
Let me see. I think Boris and I will sweep around Stillwater watching all the kiddies out trick-or-treating. Then I think I'll stir up some special witch's brew with a couple of my girlfriends and sprinkle it on a few people that I fly over. Double, bubble, toil, and trouble. That's Shakespeare, you know.
What does it come from?
Macbeth, I think.
No, I mean, what is the witch's brew made from?
Oh, just a few odds and ends that I might have laying around. Eye of newt, bat hairs, dodo bird beaks, cave water. You know, just standard spices you might find in any witch's kitchen.
What does that stuff do when you sprinkle it on people?
Well, it depends on what kind of spell I dream up to go along with it. Sometimes I make a person a toad for the whole Halloween evening. Sometimes a cat, sometimes a pig. My sister Circe likes that one a lot. But usually I just put a good spell on someone.
Like what?
To have fun, being whatever they're dressed like usually. Halloween is the one night when you don't have to dream about being someone or something. You just do it, and everyone has a lot of fun.
I think that's a good thought. I think I'm going to dedicate this next song to all the witches that will be out tonight.
Oh, I'll bet it's one of my favorites. Is it called Witch's Brew, sung by that cute little Hat Palmer?
That's the one.
Dead leaves, seaweed, rotten eggs too. Stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. Spiderweb, moldy bread, mucky mud too. Stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. My witch's brew. What's it gonna do to you?
Boo!
Floor wax, thumbtacks, purple, pink too. Stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. Fingernails, lunch pails, apple cores too. Stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. My witch's brew. What's it gonna do to you?
Boo!
Wrinkle prunes, mushrooms, and motor oil too. Stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic, alakazam, kazoo. Yeah, I got magic, alakazam, kazoo.
Thought you might like to hear that one. That's Hat Palmer's Witch's Brew from the Educational Activities record of the same name. Don't forget that I'll be announcing the winner of our Witch's Brew contest tonight on the Halloween special at 9 o'clock. And later in November, they'll get to be a special guest on KIDS Kids Radio Show. I'll also sing their winning words tonight. But right now, let's listen to these winning words. I'm back again, and I've got a scary, spooky story for you from the album Weird Tales of the Unknown by Troll Records. It's called The Cat That Didn't Purr, and it's told by Dan Ockham.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, a man and his wife lived in a small house out in the countryside. They had a few chickens who supplied them with eggs and an occasional Sunday dinner, a cow for fresh milk, and a small garden that furnished them with all of the vegetables that they needed. One night, they were sitting by the fire listening to the rain pounding on the roof when suddenly a gust of wind blew open the front door, and there, standing on the doorsill, was a rather large yellow cat, looking very wet and bedraggled. As the man got up to close the door, the cat walked over and stretched out in front of the fire, and soon fell asleep. Well, the cat became a member of the household, and it was really a very nice cat. It kept the house and the old barn out in the back reasonably free of mice. It didn't chase birds. The one strange thing about this cat was that it never purred. As a matter of fact, it never made any sound at all. It didn't meow like other cats, but especially it didn't purr. It never purred while it was being petted or after it was fed. It just never purred. The man and his wife remarked about this from time to time, and they boasted to their friends that they owned the only cat in the world that didn't purr. One morning, the man left his house and walked down the road to a neighbor to help him with his haying. After finishing early in the evening, he headed back down the road to his house. As he was passing a small grove of trees, he heard a commotion in the underbrush alongside the road. He stopped, and suddenly, from the brush, there walked a black cat, followed by 8 other black cats, who were carrying a board upon which rested the body of an old gray cat who was obviously dead. As the man gazed in amazement at the sight, the leader of the cats turned to him and said in a very clear voice, "Mister, please tell Aunt Lucy that Morty Pitcher is dead." And with that, the leader of the cats beckoned to his followers, and they continued across the road and into the woods. The man started down the road to his house once more. He really couldn't believe that the cat had spoken to him, and yet he couldn't forget the words that kept echoing in his mind. When he got home, he walked in and sat down in a chair. His wife hurried over and said to him, "John, what has happened? Why are you looking like that?" He looked at her for a moment and then said, "My dear, the strangest thing just happened. A few minutes ago, as I was passing that little patch of woods just up the road, I saw 9 black cats cross the road in front of me. 8 of them were carrying a board, and on that board was an old gray cat. The 9th cat, who seemed to be their leader, called out to me as they passed, 'Mister, please tell Aunt Lucy that Morty Pitcher is dead.'" As the man finished his statement, the yellow cat, who had been sleeping by the fire, jumped up and said in a very clear voice, "She is? Well, then I'd better leave now, or I'll be late for the funeral." And with that, she ran out the door and was never seen again.
I like that one. Here's one that I think is kind of spooky. It's from the Follett Company, and it's sung by Marnie Nixon, the Owl.
it's boys and girls who have been bad, 'tis said. His eyes are round and very bright. His cloak is gray and pale. We know it's Halloween tonight. We hear his doleful wail.
Listen to the words that have a hard G sound. G, G, a hard G sound. Here are some words that make a hard G sound. Listen to the words and follow along. Girl, guy, glass, gas, grass, goblin, gate, gallon,
Do you like good ghost stories? Well, I'm the good ghost. Good ghost. Good ghost. Oh my, you know, last night when I was out flying around, I saw a guy and a girl having a lot of trouble with their car. The girl groaned to the guy, "Get the car to go. Grab a glass with some gas so we can go to the show." The guy got a glass and he got some gas, but the car wouldn't go and it stayed on the grass. "Good grief," gasped the girl, "there are ghosts at the gate. A green goblin has landed by my date." "Oh gosh," I gulped, "I'm only the good ghost. Here's a gallon of gas so you can go down the coast. Bye-bye."
girl, guy, glass, gas, grass, goblin, gate, gallon. Did you hear some words that have a hard G sound? G, G, a hard G sound. Did you learn some words that have a hard G sound? G, G, a hard G sound.
And that was The Good Ghost, sung by Teresa Straley from the Tom Thumb record Musical Reading. I wonder if there will be any sort of ghosts out and about tonight.
There are ghosts out already, Miss Carolyn.
Oh dear, how did you get in here?
We ghosts love to enter a room the hard way, right through the wall.
Can you quit flitting about all over the place? I'd like to talk with you for a few minutes. I've never interviewed a ghost before.
Come to think of it, Miss Carolyn, I've never been interviewed before. Go ahead.
Are you a good ghost or a bad ghost?
Why, I'm not a ghost at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas. Well, I lied. I'm a little of each sometimes, I'm afraid. I mean, whenever the spirit moves me, I'm a little mischievous. But nothing serious. Just a few boos here and there. Some humans jump right out of their skins when I give a good boo. I've got a great skin collection at home.
Where is your home?
It's an old abandoned house over by the graveyard. It's dusty and full of cobwebs, with little black bats for decorations. I'm so pleased I found such a perfect place. Housing isn't easy these days, you know. I didn't think I had a ghost of a chance. I share it with 5 other ghosts. You'll have to visit us sometimes. How about tonight?
No, not tonight. Maybe some other time.
Oh, this will make you feel right at home.
No, that's okay. I notice I can see right through you.
Oh, my, yes. I get accused of not being there all the time. But if I were as solid as you are, I couldn't do stuff like walking through walls now, could I?
I guess not. I suppose you're going to be out and about tonight since it's Halloween.
No, I don't think so.
What? A ghost who stays in on Halloween? Why?
Well, I'm afraid of shadows. You see, I don't have a shadow since the light goes right through me, and I think they're kind of scary.
A big ghost like you afraid of shadows?
Well, shadows are scary. They change shape and flow all over things and move in a peculiar way. Why, that's scary.
Well, you do all those things, and I'm not scared of you. I think I like you.
Maybe you're right. Shadows aren't really a bad sort after all.
No. Here's a song sung by a little girl that talks all about shadows on her wall.
Shadows on the wall at night don't scare me. They can be an awful fright, but they don't scare me. You see, I'm brave as brave can be, even when no lights I see. Shadows on the wall at night don't scare me. When mommy tucks me into bed, I close my eyes. With pillow underneath my head, I close my eyes. You see, I'm brave as brave can be, even when no lights I see. Shadows on the wall at night don't scare me. Shadows on the wall at night don't scare me.
That was Shadows on the Wall from the Good Apple album, Look at Me, sung by Elizabeth Leclerc. I hope that you don't scare easily. Listen to this, it won't scare you. I'm back with the answer to the sound of the week. But first, let's hear the question again. Listen. That was a hard one. Now here's the answer. That was a shutter banging in the wind on that ghost haunted house. Here's another question to think about. This is a musical Halloween question and only you can supply the answer. It's from the Kimbo record Holiday Songs for All Occasions, sung by Lynn Roberts and Judah Campbell. What can we be for Halloween?
What can we be? What can we be? What can we be for Halloween? Let's all be clowns. We'll be the silliest clowns around. Everybody make a funny face, then jump and wiggle all over the place. We'll be clowns, the silliest clowns around. Let's all be monsters. We'll be hairy, scary monsters. Everybody make a monster face like a witch or a ghost in a scary place. We'll be monsters, hairy, scary monsters. Let's all be monkeys. We'll be funny little monkeys. Everybody make a monkey face and then do your tricks all over the place. We'll be monkeys. Funny little monkeys. What can we be? What can we be? What can we be for Halloween? What will you be for Halloween?
Thanks for listening to KIDS Kids Radio Show. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 9 for our Halloween special. Bye!